Hi ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here again. As usual, everything that you need is in the description below, links to the article that this video in its turn is linked to. Today I'm going to discuss the Cherubim. For those of you that, a brief recap for those of you that are unfamiliar with the Cherubim. The Cherubim are the second highest order of angels. Brief recap overall. The heavenly choir or celestial hierarchy or power structure is comprised of God, and then you have angelic orders, 9 orders in total. The first order, keep in mind, I'm not sure about the 9 orders thing. I think there are 9 orders. I'm not sure if it's exactly 9, but in any case, yes, 9 orders as far as I know. The first order is comprised of the Seraphim. These guys are the strongest order of angels overall. Their corresponding zodiac sign is Aries, okay, and they're all about fire. The second order is the Cherubim, and that's what I'm going to cover. They correspond to the zodiac sign Scorpio, and a few interesting facts about them. It said that they are the ones that guard the Garden of Eden, and that there are 2 cherubims, I think, cherubim angels that guard the Garden of Eden with flaming swords. I read that somewhere, and that their general appearance is that of an angel with hooves for feet. Let's just say kind of like a mixture of half man, half animal. From the waist down is that of a donkey or an ass or a buffalo or something, and the top part is composed of a normal man from the waist up, and that figure has 3 heads, one of an ox, I think, one of an eagle or some bird, and the other one of a normal human being. And cherubim angels have 4 wings as opposed to seraphim angels, which have 6 wings. If you want more information, full information on the cherubim, you can just click the link in the article with their name on it. Okay, the link that is written, in which their name is written, and that will take you to the Wikipedia page. I already have a seraphim angel available that I can work with, basically my very own seraphim angel that was given to me by my patron, but this was a good while ago. I haven't had a chance to work with him extensively because it's just not necessary. I have no work for him, period. And I also wanted the cherubim angel. Okay. It's kind of like a collection that I'm holding, a figuratively speaking collection, and my patron told me, just notify me if you want to, and I can help you out with the cherubim angel. And yeah, he told me yesterday again, and I was like, okay, I need to think about it. But before I had a chance to make up my mind, last night around, I think 10 or 11 p.m. A cherubim angel already offered his services to me. It just happened out of nowhere. I was just literally watching, I think I was binge watching some YouTube videos or something, and then all of a sudden I see this guy, this dark figure standing in front of me, and I was like, holy crap, a cherubim, okay. So it wasn't even necessary, and he gave me his name, his seal, and offered his services, and I was like, okay, sure, no problem. And I just finished up confirming, gathering data on him or information and confirming all of that and so on. And yeah, everything checks out. He aligns with the zodiac sign Scorpio. His name is Abraza, so Abrazah, Abraza. And yeah, he aligns with 28 degrees in Scorpio. That 28 degrees stands for retribution. So that means that he can either go both ways, okay? He can either obey karma or defy karma. So he can either deliberately but he can deliberately break the general rule of law and commit the sin if you as an operator want something sinful, or the other way around. He can be straight-laced and say, no, that is sinful and I don't want to help you. So it can go either ways with him, okay? and he is generally good for overall progress. I'm talking about tremendous progress overall. Again, this is like a jack of all trades, somebody that can cover practically everything that you would like, but in a better way, a tremendously fashionable way. I'm talking about really bring about tremendous results. I'm talking about and let's see. And aside from that, he also has destructive abilities, and this generally speaking. So what do you expect? One of the second highest orders. So he has destructive abilities. Scorpio by nature is also destructive. Scorpio also, this guy Abraza, he also falls under my patron, my Lord Samael. But he told me, because he told me last night that yeah, he's also an individual member. But when I did the checkup on him, I was like, nah, you're wrong. He's also a ruler. He has subservient spirits under him, and he was like, I'm sorry, I don't know everything either. Yeah, God allows these guys to, God allows the Seraphim and the Cherubim, at the very least those two orders, to basically do what they want in terms of rulership. They can choose to have subservient spirits, or some of them just choose to have nothing. And that is the case with that Seraphim angel of mine. And he told me each individual Seraphim or Cherubim is also unique in nature. Okay, so pigeonholing them or categorizing them as in, okay, boom, Seraphim, so you're just, all of you guys are the same, is false. Okay, that's not a good idea at all. That Seraphim angel that I work with, figuratively speaking, my Seraphim angel, called Zechariah, who really specializes in destruction of all kinds, of all sorts. Aside from that, he's also a jack of all trades. They can do everything. That's what I like about these higher order, these highest order guys. But these guys are rare ground to tread, okay, and they can be difficult, extremely difficult to work with. They're not willing to help easily. You really have to be on the level like me in order to, you really have to be of a highest class like me to be able to work with these guys. Again, I don't care who thinks I'm arrogant. I don't care who thinks I think too highly of myself. I don't care. And yeah, that was it. Okay, I already did a separate article on Zechariah and so on. You guys can just look it up on my blog, my website. Just type in Seraphim and you'll find a post called my magnum opus. That's what I call them, because that spirit has to be, Zechariah is literally the most intense spirit that I've called forth, aside from my Lord Samael, aside from my patron. And I'm talking about individually speaking. Yeah, in any case, regarding Abraza, okay, regarding this Cherubim, the Cherub, he doesn't look like the traditional Cherubim. If you were to just Google Cherubim or Cherub, I'm not talking about the little boy with the bubbles. That's a misrepresentation. I'm talking about the description that I gave in the beginning, okay? And I also stated in the article, he looks like a gothic figure, kind of like a gothic guy dressed in black. He's not wearing a t-shirt. He's only wearing a pair of pants, and he's barefoot. Of course, that doesn't have to be the case, but generally speaking, that's the way he appears to me. He is very muscular. He's slender, but at the same time, he's muscular. He has a six-pack and everything. His hair is black. He looks like a rocker type, those rockers that look like death, with everything black completely. But he does have a nice healthy tan like me, basically almost like my skin color. He is lighter than me. He's Caucasian, but he has a healthy tan, and he holds two swords in his hands. And let's see, his wings are also completely black, just like his pants, completely black. And he does have 4 wings. I'm talking about 2 pairs. Pup, pup. His voice is shady. I'm sorry, shady. I mean shade-like in terms of intonation. When he speaks, it's little like a shade or like a specter. It's almost not audible. I can hear him, but at the same time, his voice has no distinct touch or characteristic to it. Okay, not that I mind. I honestly, I don't mind. I don't mind at all. And when I was busy writing up that article, and when I was busy writing up that article, and he, when I was busy writing up that article, and I made the statement that he doesn't look like the traditional cherubim. He said that he can look like that. He made the comment that he can look like that, but that he can look like that, but that he chooses this gothic image deliberately, which is just a lot more sophisticated and so on. And I agree with him. I prefer this image too. This is very nice. I have an appropriate image. You can check it out in the article. That depicts him in a near accurate way, basically that gives an accurate image of what I look like. It used to be one of my cover photos for Facebook, and yeah, that's basically what he looks like. Very nice, nevertheless. And yeah, that is pretty much it. Okay, that the seraphim angel that I was referring to, that my seraphim angel Zechariah, he in a matter of speaking, my seraphim angel Zechariah, in a matter of speaking, he has no subservient spirit. Okay, he's an individual member of the seraphim order, and as such, he just does his own thing. He's literally like a freelancer. He has no subservient spirit. He's not a ruler. He has no minions under him or any kind of spirit that serves him. He is just individual. He's just a complete freelancer and independent. But this guy, Abraza, he does have spirits under him. Not that it matters to me. I couldn't care less if I tried. But again, Abraza, just like Zechariah, is very powerful. My data, yeah, really indicates it. I mean, he's really, really powerful. Powerful in the sense that he can practically be used for almost any goal. It doesn't matter what you want, whether you want money or whether you want this or whether you want that. He covers a wide array of topics. So yeah, he's definitely good.